Jeff Pierce asked me if I could recreate a couple of forms. One is a dealer prep delivery release, very simple form. If you go into a lease, into a particular deal or a purchase, you click the print email docs button. You'll see we have a delivery release, and here you could preview it, email, and print. Let's just see what it looks like. And here is the document and everything, the name, the customer, and the vehicle. It all populates. Pretty standard stuff, like all the other documents. If you wanted to print a blank version, you would go to My Home, print email docs, delivery release, and here is a blank version. The more important document is the loaner agreement, used for demos, guest drives, loaner vehicles, through the sales department. And because we're loaning a car to a customer, this is going to be done through the contacts database. And here is an example customer, Robert Smith. And you can see here's his email, which is my email. There's just a random cell phone number. And you're going to notice there is a new tab, which is called Loaner. And when we click the Loaner, we see all the fields that populate the new loaner agreement. And I have filled those out: the dealer name, the date of the agreement, the type, and this I just have sales and service. If you look at the Connecticut form, it says prospective customer, and it's got some other names. You can name whatever type of customer you want by hitting the edit button, and you can just populate this drop-down menu with whatever fields you think is appropriate. I like sales and service. So default signature, that's something we're going to get into a little later. As a matter of fact, Acura and Chevy, you won't even see this because you don't have a default signature set up. That is for Infiniti, because we sign and have the customers sign on an iPad. So we keep a default signature in the database so that we don't actually have to physically sign, just the customer. We're going to talk more about that. I'll send a tutorial out to show you how we use the iPad, and it's a great feature. Not only they just sign right on the iPad, but we get to now have a copy in the DSS of that document with their signature forever. So we're going to talk about that in the next week or two. Obviously, this loaner agreement can be done the same way through an iPad, where the customer signs and our employee signs. Okay, the next, we need information on the vehicle. Even though stock number isn't actually a field in the loaner agreement, we can use this field to populate the year, make, model, and VIN. So if you click the stock number and find the vehicle that we're going to demo, all the other fields will populate. Then we have miles in, miles out, date to be returned by. These are all the fields that are in the loaner agreement. And then we have the insurance information, again, in the loaner agreement. If you want to actually go to the loaner agreement, I have this button. It's not something that you would normally use on a desktop. That's kind of behind the scenes. But if you use an iPad, then you would hit this go to loaner agreement button. And here is the loaner agreement. And then the customer would just click this button and sign on the iPad. And the employee would click this button and sign, unless we have the default signature, which will automatically populate the employee button. If we want to see a preview of the document, or you want to print, and this is going to print not one but two copies, one for the customer and one for the employee, and I guess they sign both copies. We click the button. If you print, you're going to get two copies. You can email it. So if we click the email button, this is now going to be emailed to the email address on record. As you can see, that was me. That was my email address. It's pretty cool. You can do this for any document, by the way, if you didn't know that. And we can also preview it. So if you want to see what it looks like first, and here is the preview right there. So it's pretty slick. I think it could be a time saver. Hopefully it will be. And if you have any questions, let me know. Any bugs, let me know. Any features for this particular document or for any other documents or any other features, please let me know and we'll make it happen. Thank you very much.